Okay, interviewing in a world of coronavirus and the ensuing lockdown. Obviously it's a very interesting one. Despite what you might think, there are still companies interviewing candidates and interviewing job seekers. There are still job seekers very much looking for jobs. Obviously, some people's need will have ramped up, unfortunately, in the last few days and weeks. But look, there are still scenarios playing out, but clearly things are not working are not being done in a way that they would typically have been done before, which was normally sort of perhaps two or three, or sometimes more, but certainly at least two or three face-to-face interviews, usually conducted in the office of the employer. For the time being, at least, that's pretty much a non-starter. Neither side is particularly keen on bringing people together physically face-to-face any more than we really have to. So interviewing has become something that's going to be done much more, perhaps in this kind of format, like a sort of video call or a video format. Obviously, good old-fashioned phone interviewing, which I think has always had a strong role to play anyway, personally speaking. I think it's a great way to kind of get things started and ensure that both sides are kind of close enough to justify the next stage. But certainly in the coronavirus scenario that we have now, thinking about ways that you can still interview well enough for both parties to genuinely get a sense of the other is really important. We can't just, as it were, stop interviewing. If you still want to bring people into your company, if you still want to get a job, then you've got to go down that path. The issue now is how and what form that takes. And I think the main advice I would give to both sides of this equation, job seekers and obviously employers, is to be flexible and to be understanding that the other side, for a start, might be quite nervous and fearful as to how is this going to proceed. Then when they get past that, there then potentially is going to be that slight uncertainty about the format that you're suggesting. So for example, if the employer suggests Google Hangout and the candidate hasn't used that before, then that's perhaps going to cause some uncertainties, and that's something that needs to be talked through and needs to be worked through. So again, just be mindful that what's very natural perhaps for you, either because you've used it for ages anyway, or because you've been using it for recent days and weeks when you've had to, it may not be as natural for the other party. So be flexible, be open to suggestion, and ask questions. If you haven't used something before, don't try and pretend you're across it. If you're not sure, ask. Everyone needs to recognise that this is often quite uncharted territory for all of us now. So be open to discussion. Be happy to put your hand up and say, you know what, I'm very happy to do that, but I don't know exactly how that would work. Can you help me with this? And we will all get through, and we will be able to carry on. So good luck with that one.